I'm Harold Mock. I teach and work at Georgia College, where I've been for just about 4 years. I was a student in the honors program from 2002 until 2006, and I had the pleasure of twice serving as president of Eta Sigma Alpha, Georgia College's Honor Student Association. There are many things that I could say about the depth of my love for honors at Georgia College. But I believe first and foremost that honors education at Georgia College is distinguished by people. And in particular, I would like to focus on two, Dr. Doris Moody and Dr. Rob Vio. Dr. Moody served for, I believe, 12 years as the director of the honors program and for 30 years as a professor in biology. She was a thoughtful and energetic leader, and more than any one person, she is the one who said, "We have such a great honors program at Georgia College. Now, how can we make it great?" She envisioned what a fantastic honors program could be, and she worked every day to bring together faculty and students and staff and alumni and members of our community to create exactly that, a fantastic honors program at Georgia College. Her colleague, Dr. John Sahlstrom, would also be quick to point out that she did so on what he called a shoestring budget. And for those of us who teach, we know that sometimes it can be difficult to make things happen and to sustain excellence when we don't always know what resources we'll have in the years to come. But Dr. Moody never allowed that to slow her down or to dampen her enthusiasm. On a personal note, she was my boss and mentor for 3 years, and she gave so willingly and provided me with every opportunity I could have ever hoped to have. She was incredibly hardworking, and she did her work with such good cheer and good humor that she was an example to all of us. When you're a college student, I think sometimes we maybe take our professors for granted. We, of course, as students, lived at the university. All of our friends were there. We had our meals there and so forth. But now, in retrospect, I see how generous Dr. Moody was with her time, how quick she was to come early or to stay late, to travel with her students, and to give to all of us and to her program. The same can be said for Dr. Rob Vio. Just as Doris Moody is an incomparable leader, Rob Vio is an incomparable teacher. He served as assistant director of the honors program during my time as a student, and he also served for 30 years as a professor of English. For those of us who know him and love him, this will seem an odd thing to say, but he was an exceptionally serious teacher. I don't mean to say that he was too tough or that he was intimidating or that he lacked a sense of humor. Nothing could be further from the truth. But I mean that he took his profession and his craft seriously. To him, being a good professor was and is a sacred trust. I also mean to say that he took his students seriously, often, I think, more seriously than we took ourselves. He set very high standards, and he never ceased to support us as we worked to meet those standards. I remember, I think it was the very first class I had as a freshman in college, and he joked as class was starting, he said, "I'm the liberal professor your parents warned you about." So when I say he's serious, again, I don't mean to say that he lacked a sense of humor, but I also have a memory of him uh, probably months or at least a semester or so after I had class with him, referring back to something I had written in his class when he saw me just making conversation. And I remember how struck I was by the fact that he probably had read dozens, hundreds of pieces of writing that semester, and the fact that he remembered something that I had written mattered to me, and he was that kind of teacher. Likewise, those of us who studied with him will remember from Aristotle to Machiavelli to Jonathan Swift to hip hop to Beethoven, nothing was off limits in his class. And he challenged us to see literature and history and art and music in the world. He simultaneously allowed us to shape ideas and to be shaped by them. He challenged us to with new ideas and ultimately to become authors in our own education. There are many other excellent faculty members and leaders from my time in the honors program who I could point to as models. Dr. Sahlstrom, Dr. John Sahlstrom, Dr. Bob Wilson, Dr. Martha Kieber, Lori Westbrook, others who shaped our program and who I looked up to and continue to look up to as models of good leadership and good teaching. But I would be remiss if I didn't note the many dear and abiding friendships as well that came from my time in the honors program. Today, even nearly 20 years later, some of the closest friendships that I have came from my time in the honors program. In fact, I met the person who is now my wife in the honors program. And that's such a special, it's such a special thing that even years later, so many of the relationships that I have and that I cherish came from my time as a Georgia College honors student. The honors college at Georgia College, I believe, proceeds in the understanding that when we build relationships based around trust and friendship, we're better equipped to learn and to create new knowledge. Being a part of honors at Georgia College was the single most important part of my time as a student. It likewise is one of the great joys of my work here as a faculty member, to be close to honors and to continue to enjoy that community. So I wish a happy 50th anniversary to honors at Georgia College, and I look forward to seeing all the wonderful things yet to come.